Welcome as we continue our study of Colossians in chapter 4, verse 2. Steadfastly continue in prayer, watching in it with thanksgiving. So, prayer is prosuke, which we've seen before. It's a general word for prayer. There are a few other words that are used for prayer. Prosuke has a little bit of a nuance of maybe like an offering of prayer, where some other words are maybe more conversational, like a conversation with God, rather than an offering. But Persuke is used quite a bit. Of all the times in the KJV it's used, 30 of those are prayer. So this is one is earnestly, but really that's sometimes the KJV will group two words together. So we're prayed earnestly. For some reason, this calls out as earnestly, but it's really prayed there as well. So 31 times is prayer. Then steadfastly continue. So that's proskaterio, and it comes from pros, which is it gives direction, so towards something, and then karterio, which comes from kratos. So kratos is a word for strength, and karterio, it's sort of a maybe an enduring strength. So you've continued to be strong, and so hence you could translate that as steadfast or maybe endure, possibly even persevere. Pros again gives that direction, so you're being steadfast towards something, or enduringly strong towards something. You're putting all your strength continually towards something. And so I would say continue or steadfast, but just remember that you're applying a great amount of force toward a particular thing is really what it's talking about here. And then watching is Gregorio, and that comes from agiro. So agiro is to awaken, sort of to rouse from a sleep, raise from a lying position. It can be used being raised from death. And sometimes it's even used with antistemi, which is to stand up again. So again, talking about raising resurrection. So um, what's interesting is that Igiro being wakened or roused or raised, when it gets to Gregorio, it is more uh, continually awake. So just to stay awake. Uh, like when you have a guard watching over camp for the night to keep your soldiers safe, he's going to stay awake all night to keep everyone safe. So to watch is how we translate it, but it's sort of you're given some very undivided, continual attention to something because of some urgency, and so to watch is you're you're steadfastly praying. You're applying this great strength into continually into prayer, and then you're also continually watching it, so that you can be grateful for those results. Thanksgiving is just Eucharistia. We've seen that before, and really it's a gratitude for some grace that's been given, right? And so that's really what it's talking about. Like you put all this force into prayer. And then you also steadfastly watch for uh, the results so that you can be thankful for those results.